let's see this Trundle Reveal. I think that was consolation from the trailer too. Alright, Trundle regen when someone create an ice pillar in hand and level ups when you've seen the ice pillar. I was actually thinking he was going to be an 8 cost because of the mechanic, but this is actually pretty interesting. Regeneration, of course, unsurprising given the general theme of the set, with Freljord, the direction that they're taking the Trundle support cards. So, let's see what else there is.
Get ready for a beatdown.
Alright, what was... Well, we'll see the Ice Pillar later. I guess we'll see the Ice Pillar later and see exactly how that works and what stats it is. Alright, Ice Quake, slow, give all units -3. Oh, this round deal 3 to all units. That's pretty crazy. First, like, in this given instance, you have all these elusives that you can't do anything, and they just... Goodbye. Bye-bye. Anger of the Old Ones. Overwhelm and Regeneration. Interesting. Okay, so we went over Behold yesterday, and I was talking about how I'm not really sure if there's going to be enough 8-cost cards that are really good. I mean, obviously in Freljord we did mention Tusk Raider, but I think that there are a lot more synergies than I thought there was going to be initially, so this looks pretty good. 5/5, if you behold 8+ card, grant ally Overwhelm and Regen. So lots of Overwhelm, lots of Regen. I like it. I like it. Elnux. It's the Elnux. Are you sure that's a new card too? I'm assuming they're gonna figure out what this horse thing is. That grant me 1 0 for each plus card you behold. That's a big body. It's a 5 cost, so it's actually not as big as I thought it would be because I was so like worried about a late game, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Oh, so it grants vulnerable too. Nice. Okay, we like the Smork. We like going Smork. I'm pretty excited. Now let's get on to the actual cards. Okay, first off, we have Trundle himself, which is a 5-cost 4/6 with regeneration. When someone create an ice pillar in hand. I think I actually really like the fact that it's a 5-cost. I was going to be like very concerned if it was just another 8-cost Freljord champion like Shimidare, and I thought that was going to be too much. So I actually do like that he is a little bit cheaper. Of course, some people may think that the level up condition is a little hard. I think it's not too bad, especially if you plan out. Usually I probably want to drop Trundle right on 5, probably waiting for turn 7, so you could turn 7, do a Trundle into your ice pillar, and then you get the mana regenerated, and you could put something else on. And I feel like that's actually a really good combo to go with the ice pillar, which when you play, it does refill 8 mana. So that 8 mana that you just played is back for you. And the fact that it grants vulnerable to so many things, which I feel is such a good mechanic that is so powerful and messes with me so much when I am against like Misfortune decks, for example. I am really excited to see some of that in Freljord, and the fact that it's not only when it's played, but it's also around the start, really brings some longevity and really makes your opponent think twice about whether or not you really want to kill it. Because, yeah, it's only a 0/8, but each turn they are going to go and grant vulnerable to your strongest enemy. So you may just have a whole vulnerable board, which, as shown in the trailer, you could go and attack with your biggest units first, and then just have the vulnerable units challenged by a ice pillar or some random chump at the end of your attack, which means that you're going to be able to get your big damage in and close out the game. So looking at Trundle's actual leveled up state with the ice pillar, we do have, say, if your Trundle already dies and you do another one, you can get another ice pillar in hand just sort of to have, which I mean, double ice pillar seems good to me. And so when it is leveled up, it grants +1 attack for each 8+ card you behold. By this time that you drop a leveled up Trundle, you at least have an ice pillar. So he's going to be at least a 6/7, most likely. Probably more though, considering that you could actually drop another 8-cost card or have one in your hand with the mana regeneration from your ice pillar. So I find that very interesting. This is another Behold card that we have to go into the synergy. I do like, again, that it's not all just these 8-cost cards that go into it. While we do get some of these really good ones, I feel like having these just general overwhelm units that I feel like is going to pair so well with like Sejuani, Trundle decks, it's going to happen. I just know it. So Augur of the Old Ones, 6-cost, 5/5, regen and overwhelm. Same thing with Trundle. I really like the fact that all of these trolls have so much regeneration is so powerful, and self-heal is such a powerful trait. We may even need to see some nerfs. I don't know. I'm a little concerned, but I'm more so excited than I am concerned because I want to try it. And I feel like it will balance itself out in time. I'm really surprised by how much regeneration they're really putting into Freljord here. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. So the text is, play if you behold an 8+ card, grant an ally overwhelm in regen. So it's not only the Augur who has that, it is an ally. So I feel like that just makes the card so much better. I am definitely going to be playing Augur in my Trundle decks. I feel like it's such a good card and I'm excited to play it myself. Next is Trundle's Icequake, which is a slow, give all units -3. Oh, we talked about this a little bit during the trailer, but I feel like it's going to be very powerful. I don't think I would actually really run it on my own rather than just being a Trundle spell when you already have another Trundle on play and in hand. I know some people use champion spells just in their deck, but I probably wouldn't. I still feel like it's a good option and it thematically coincides with like what Trundle does, so I feel like it's cool. Next is, as far at least on the last of our Freljord cards, is Revitalizing Roar, which is pick a unit in your hand to reveal, heal your Nexus by its power. Enlightened, reduce its cost to 0. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid of this card. I'm afraid. I feel like this could be some nutty memes coming from here, because it's basically just, it's 7 costs, you heal, you get a free unit that is super big, because this is a control deck. At the end of the day, like, it's more control, it's more mid-range. You're most likely going to be enlightened by the time you play Revitalizing Roar. So I feel like there's a lot of chance for you to get that enlightenment, reduce cost to 0, and have a very explosive turn to go and just take back the game with that roar. So I feel like that's just, I was looking at this card and I was like, what? Am I reading this right? I don't know. Maybe I'm overhyping it and overthinking it, but I'm just like getting really hyped to like start theory crafting with this Revitalizing Roar, because oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about the synergies and it sounds amazing. Other than Freljord, we also do have 2 more Targon reveals, which makes sense because I was like, what are those in the trailer? We have Broadbacked Protector, round start, heal your Nexus 3, heal damage to me equal to the amount healed. Broadbacked Protector, the fact that it's run start and you heal again and again, and then you could buff and you could go and make the stats stay the same with the buff. is pretty crazy that you can just have this card on board the entire time, continuously healing you for 3, maybe even more if you're able to like amplify the spell effects with something that may be coming out. So, oh my gosh, I'm afraid. Like at first I saw this card and I was like, whatever, you know, just heal once, not really much. It's pretty expensive. And then I saw Round Star, and I'm like, woo, baby. So gonna look out for that. We have Resplendent Stellacorn, heal an ally in your next is 3, a 5 cost. I really love the artwork here. It looks really, really pretty. I think even more heal for Targon is gonna get a little crazy. I know I'm gonna do some meme decks where it's just like only heal decks that we're getting from here. Heal an ally and your next is 3. I think this is very good, especially because we do have a little bit of a beefier stat line compared to Protector. Though I still do want to see what other Targon cards are released before deciding if I'm definitely going to go and run it or not, because it is slightly bigger of a cost, and I'm wondering, would there be a better replacement for that? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your favorite card was from the release of Trundle. I am basically just being introduced to Trundle from this set. I didn't know about him before, but he's really cool. I love the aesthetic. I love just going in his gung-ho attitude that he displayed in the trailer, so I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!